Hello and welcome to my channel, your go-to source for the latest in WWE 24. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for all the updates. Let's dive right in.
Roman Reigns is the tribal chief of WWE and arguably the biggest star on the roster. A rising WWE star appears ready to lock up with Reigns for his dream match ahead of WrestleMania 42. One of the most promising stars on the main roster today is Trick Williams. He has taken SmackDown by storm with his looks and charisma. He is set to challenge Sami Zayn for the United States Championship at WrestleMania 42 in less than 3 weeks. Speaking on ESPN's The 3 Count, Williams was asked to name his dream match opponent. Initially, he named his mentor and WWE legend Booker T, but he knows it's not going to happen. So, he picked the OTC, who has been at the top of WWE's food chain for more than a decade. I would love to get in the ring with Booker T, but in the event that day has passed, I want to lock up with Roman Reigns, the big dog, the tribal chief. He said he's the greatest, so let's find out, Williams said. Due to Reigns' stature, Williams will have to prove himself first before going after the tribal chief. Nevertheless, Williams is on his way, especially if he beats Sami Zayn to win his first championship on the main roster. Actor praises Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes' 4 Street Fighter performances. Speaking with SoundSphere, actor David Dastmalchian, who will play M. Bison on the upcoming Street Fighter film, praised co-stars Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes for their performances. Dastmalchian can't wait for fans to see the 2 WWE superstars steal the show in theaters in October. You can definitely tell everybody that I said that Cody Rhodes' performance as Guile is going to be one of the highlights of Street Fighter. And when everyone sees what Roman Reigns did as well, they're going to freak out. It's a great film. It's really exciting, Dastmalchian said. There was rumored tension between Reigns and Rhodes in the set of Street Fighter, which wasn't surprising considering their very long history. The arena fell into a stunned silence before erupting into a deafening roar. The rising WWE superstar, young, fearless, and carrying the hunger of someone with nothing to lose, stood tall in the middle of the ring, microphone gripped tightly in his hand. His chest heaved, not from exhaustion, but from adrenaline. From belief. From destiny. Across the world, fans leaned forward. Social media exploded. And somewhere backstage, the undisputed centerpiece of WWE, the tribal chief himself, Roman Reigns, stopped what he was doing. Because someone had just called him out. The spark had started subtly. For weeks, the rising star had been stacking wins. Clean victories. Hard-fought battles. No shortcuts. No alliances. Just raw, undeniable talent. Commentators had begun whispering his name alongside future title contenders. Fans had started chanting for him before the bell even rang. But it wasn't enough. Because in WWE, being good doesn't make you legendary. Facing Roman Reigns does. And now, standing under the bright lights, the young superstar made it clear he wasn't here to wait his turn. I've beaten everyone they've put in front of me, he said, pacing slowly, eyes scanning the crowd. Every test. Every challenge. Every so-called gatekeeper. He stopped. Looked straight into the camera. But there's one name they keep avoiding. One man they say is on a different level. The crowd buzzed, already knowing where this was going. He smirked. Roman Reigns. The name alone sent shockwaves through the arena. The challenge, I hear it all the time, he continued. He's the tribal chief. The head of the table. The most dominant champion in modern history. He nodded slowly, as if acknowledging the legend. But I've also heard something else, a pause. That no one can touch him. The superstar stepped forward, leaning against the ropes, intensity blazing in his eyes. Well, let's find out. The eruption that followed shook the building. It wasn't just a challenge, it was a declaration of war. Backstage tension moments later, the camera cut backstage. The bloodlines stood together, the atmosphere tense. Roman Reigns sat calmly, the undisputed championship resting on his shoulder, his expression unreadable. Paul Heyman, always composed, looked anything but. "My tribal chief," Heyman began cautiously, "this individual has clearly made a grave mistake." Roman didn't respond immediately. He simply stared ahead, absorbing the weight of the moment. Finally, he spoke. "Did he say my name?" Heyman nodded. Roman leaned back slightly, a faint smirk forming. "Good." The room froze. Because now, Roman continued, his voice low and controlled, he's not just trying to make a name for himself. He stood up slowly. He's about to lose it. The build-up the following weeks were electric. The rising superstar didn't back down. If anything, he doubled down, cutting passionate promos, calling out Roman's dominance, questioning whether the tribal chief had ever faced someone like him. "Roman," he said one night, standing atop the announce table, "you've beaten legends. You've crushed dreams. But you've never faced someone who's not afraid of you." The crowd roared. "Because I'm not stepping into your ring to survive," he pointed directly into the camera. "I'm stepping in to take everything." Meanwhile, Roman remained mostly silent. Which made it worse. Because when Roman Reigns doesn't respond, it means he's thinking. And when he's thinking, someone's about to fall. The face-off finally, the moment came. The contract signing. The ring was set. 2 chairs. 1 table. 1 massive fight looming. The rising star entered first, confidence radiating from every step. He didn't sit. He didn't flinch. He simply waited. Then the music hit. Roman Reigns. The arena atmosphere changed instantly. Not louder, heavier. Like the air itself had thickened under the presence of the tribal chief. Roman walked slowly, deliberately, the championship gleaming under the lights. He stepped into the ring, never taking his eyes off the challenger. No words. Not yet. He sat down. The young superstar remained standing. "Sit," Roman said quietly. "A test." The superstar shook his head. "I'll stand." Roman tilted his head slightly, studying him. "Bold." The challenger leaned forward. "Hungry." A flicker of respect passed through Roman's eyes, but it vanished just as quickly. "You think you're ready for me?" Roman asked. "I know I am." Roman chuckled softly. "Everyone says that." He signed the contract. "Until they're standing across from me." The superstar grabbed the pen, signing without hesitation. "Good," he replied. "Because I don't plan on standing." Roman raised an eyebrow. "I plan on fighting." The clash awaits. The tension was unbearable. 2 worlds colliding. On one side, dominance, legacy, and unmatched power. On the other, hunger, belief, and fearless ambition. As the show went off the air, the two stood face to face, neither backing down, neither blinking. For the first time in a long time. Roman Reigns looked intrigued. The stakes. This wasn't just another title defense. This was a moment. A test of whether the future could stand against the present. Could a rising superstar do what so many others had failed to do? Could he step into the ring with the tribal chief and not just survive, but win? Or would he become just another name on Roman Reigns' legendary list of victims? Final words backstage. Just before the show ended, the rising star was asked one final question. "Are you afraid?" He smiled. "Of Roman Reigns?" A pause. Then, with complete confidence, no, he looked straight into the camera one last time. "I meant what I said." A breath. "Let's find out." And just like that, the WWE Universe knew. Something big was coming.